owned, part of Throttle Therapy. Everybody calls me Staz because my last name's way too long.
My name is Doc Nestor. I'm a 12 years retired FMF Navy corpsman. So I work for Throttle Therapy, co-founders with Joe Staz.
Throttle Therapy is something kind of special to us in the community because we're giving back to other nonprofits as much as we're giving back to the veteran community. What we do is bring guys out to the rallies to experience the camaraderie and the brotherhood of the community, and then we find out what resources that they need back home, those credible resources that are in every state that they might not know about, and we pay for a year's worth of resources for them when they go back home from our retreat. We bring them to Daytona to kind of kick off initiation, and then we bring them back to Sturgis. The time period between the two allows them, is basically enough time for them to develop a habit. So if we get them a personal trainer, a financial coach, marriage counseling, we want guys to be able to come back to Sturgis and say, man, that guy, or that company you hooked me up with, we saved 10 grand, or I lost 50 pounds, or you guys saved my marriage with everything that you did. So producing active members of society is what we're trying to do through motorcycles.
My retirement went along like this. In 2012, I got out and I had nothing going on, so I ended up building things. I built a 68 Chevy pickup truck in my driveway for like 4 years. My grandfather had esophageal cancer, and I started like living with him, hanging out with him, and then he ended up passing away. And it was a therapy for me to build the truck and show him pictures and do things. And I was always my dad's a biker, hardcore biker, and it was like we started building bikes when I was a kid. And met Staz about 5 years ago, and we've been friends ever since, and we were doing the same things, building bikes for certain people, building bikes for somebody else. We decided to do our own thing. We've been best friends ever since, and it's one of those things where it really brings veterans together, because most of the biker community is built on veterans. It's a entire process to bring guys together and hang out, and it's a family. Like everybody's like comes out to these rallies and like, oh, it's scary guys, or they're this or that, but it's like, man, if I was 200 miles away and I had a flat tire, somebody'd come get me. They're like, hey, I'm on my way. That's where I'm at with it.
I realized that people had to see this community through the way we saw it. This community for us is a very spiritual thing and perishable thing because of the way society is and everything else. And in my eyes, the veteran community getting out of World War I, World War II is what forged the community that we love today. So if it isn't up to the veterans that are coming into this community now to uphold those old school values and customs courtesies, then this could all very easily go away. So we teach that in our camps, teach that in our retreats.
The rally part of the program is really the fun part. So we break it down to this. You come out for 10 days, there is a job fair part to this, and there is some accountability, which accountability is 100% my thing, to where you leave here, you're gonna have a gym membership for 12 months. And I'm gonna check on you probably every 2 weeks, if not every week, to say, hey man, what's going on? How's this going? How's that? If that's what you wanna do, you wanna get in better shape, it's going to help with everything else. If you're looking for a job in whatever industry you're looking for, we've done, one guy's a master painter that did the program in 2020, and he's painting like pro bikes, making 3 or 4 grand a bike now. And the guy was on house arrest when I met him. Like the guy was like in a bad place, horrible relationship. I was like, let's fix it, man. And he's like, to this day, call him almost probably twice a week. Group riding and or coming out to these rallies, you establish the party scene / you get a job fair type system. So we're looking at, say, you go into progressive suspensions per se, like as an example, and they said, oh, we'll show them how to do a suspension install. And it's like, and that guy's like, you know what, I could do this for a living. I like this. And they start doing that, and they've got a job now, and then they've got an industry that nobody knows that industry's there, but it's a huge industry for bikers and building bikes and putting stuff together. And we dabble in all kinds of stuff with paint and powder coating and all the different things. And if you want to run a powder coating business, it's not very difficult to get it off the ground. And it's like once you start to establish and get a good product out, it'll explode. The aspect of bringing these guys together, 2020, we started everything out. They're still friends, all of them. Every group we have, that group chat still flows. Memes, jokes, hanging out. Oh man, I miss you, I want to see you. Nebraska, North Carolina, Texas, it doesn't matter where you're from, man. It's like, it's one of those processes in your head of like, I've got a guy I can call. That's where it's at. Like I got a problem with my bike. Hey man, I'm good catching up with you, but I got this going on with my bike. Oh yeah, you know what, call this dude. I know this guy in town that can fix that. And just having that backup.
Those communities where I found my peace and saved my life. I have found nothing but family and good times in the motorcycle community. The beauty about this community that a lot of people don't realize is two things. All these people that you see here at these rallies, all these people you see riding across the country, the one thing, the commonality between all of them is motorcycles. And all these people want to do is just make good memories with each other on two wheels. And in this community, the second thing is you can be anybody that you need to be in this community, or you want to be. And so you figure out exactly who you are. The guy with the ring on every finger, the big top hat and a patch over his eye, wearing all leathers in this heat, he has a place in this community. Everybody looks and laughs at a lot of people and other things that go on, but everybody's got a spot. And it's the best part about it is because anybody can be whoever they want until they figure out exactly who they are. And for us, guys getting out, not having an identity other than the military, this is the greatest place to be because they can find out exactly who they are on the road, building bonds through the hardships of the road with their brothers.